It was the middle of winter in the small town of Starwood, where snow covered everything like a thick, fluffy blanket. The houses glowed warmly, and the air was filled with the scent of pine and chimney smoke. The town looked peaceful under the full moon, with snowflakes gently drifting down. But inside the cozy homes, 4 young explorers, Mia, Sam, Tariq, and Lila, were wide awake. The magic of winter had always called to them, and tonight they felt the pull of adventure stronger than ever. The friends had heard a mysterious story, an old legend that spoke of a treasure hidden on the snowy hill just beyond Starwood. It was said that the treasure had the power to help those in need, and it only appeared under the light of a winter full moon. The idea of finding such a treasure had captivated their imaginations, and they knew tonight was their chance. One by one, they carefully bundled up in warm coats, scarves, and gloves. They each crept out of their houses, their breath forming little clouds in the cold night air. The snow crunched softly beneath their boots as they met at the edge of town, where the fields stretched out toward the hill, now shimmering under the moonlight. Without a word, they exchanged determined glances and set off, their hearts beating with excitement. The journey to the hill was magical. The snow-covered landscape glowed softly, and the world around them seemed almost to hold its breath, waiting for what was to come. Mia led the way, her flashlight creating a small circle of light ahead of them, while Sam carried a rope, just in case they needed it. Tariq, though a little nervous, walked close beside Lila, who always seemed to find a way to make him feel braver. As they reached the base of the hill, they paused for a moment, taking in the sight before them. The hill rose high against the night sky, its slope glistening with untouched snow. It was steep, but the friends knew they could climb it if they worked together. They began their ascent, carefully placing each step, their boots sinking into the soft snow. The wind blew gently, carrying with it the scent of pine and something else, something almost magical. Halfway up the hill, Tariq noticed something strange. A faint golden light, barely visible, shining through the snow just a little further up. He pointed it out to the others, and their eyes widened with excitement. Could it be the treasure from the legend? With renewed energy, they climbed higher, following the golden glow. At last, they reached a small flat clearing near the top of the hill. There, partially buried in the snow, was something extraordinary. A golden coin, larger than any coin they had ever seen, with intricate designs etched into its surface. It seemed to hum with energy, glowing softly in the moonlight. Mia knelt down and brushed the snow away, revealing the entire coin. It was warm to the touch, even in the cold, and as she held it in her hand, a feeling of comfort and hope washed over her. The friends gathered around, each touching the coin and feeling its warmth. They knew this was no ordinary treasure. This coin was special, filled with a magic they could barely understand. Suddenly, the wind picked up, swirling around them, and the snowflakes danced in the air, creating shapes and patterns that seemed almost alive. The friends watched in awe as the wind seemed to carry whispers, guiding them back down the hill. They knew what they had to do. This coin was meant to help, and they needed to take it back to the town. Carefully, they made their way down the hill, the golden coin glowing brightly in Mia's hand, lighting their path. When they reached the bottom, they could see the town below, and something seemed different. The lights in many of the houses were flickering, and the air felt heavy, as though something was wrong. The friends hurried back, their footsteps quick and sure. As they entered the town, they noticed that some of the trees had fallen, and the power lines were sagging under the weight of the heavy snow. It looked like the town was in trouble. Maybe the winter storm had been too much for it. Mia held the coin up and, as if understanding her wish, it began to glow even brighter. The light spread out, washing over the houses, the trees, and the people who had come outside to see what was happening. Slowly the fallen branches lifted, the power lines straightened, and the lights in the houses stopped flickering. The warmth of the golden glow seemed to melt away the worries of the townspeople, replacing them with hope and comfort. The friends watched in amazement as the coin's magic worked, restoring the town to its peaceful state. The people looked around smiling, their faces filled with gratitude, though they didn't know exactly what had happened. Mia, Sam, Tariq, and Lila exchanged glances, their hearts full. They knew they had found a treasure that truly had the power to help others. As the glow of the coin began to fade, Mia carefully placed it in the center of the town square at the foot of an old oak tree. The friends knew that the coin belonged to everyone. It was a gift to the town, a symbol of hope and unity. They watched as the coin settled into the snow, its light slowly dimming until it was just a gentle shimmer, almost hidden from view. With their mission complete, the friends turned and made their way back to their homes. The first light of dawn was beginning to appear on the horizon, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold. The town was quiet once more, the snow sparkling in the early morning light, and everything felt right. One by one, they climbed back through their windows, slipping into their warm beds, their hearts filled with the magic of their adventure. As they drifted off to sleep, they knew they had done something special, not just for themselves, but for everyone they cared about. The next morning, the townspeople awoke to find the golden coin resting beneath the old oak tree, its gentle shimmer visible in the daylight. They gathered around, feeling a sense of wonder and gratitude for the mysterious gift that had brought light and hope to their town. Mia, Sam, Tariq, and Lila met later that day, standing at the edge of the square, watching as the townspeople admired the coin. They smiled at each other, knowing that they had shared something truly magical, an adventure that would stay with them forever. And so the young explorers learned that the greatest treasures were not just about finding something magical, but about using that magic to help others. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could face any challenge and bring light to even the coldest winter nights. And with that, the friends drifted off into a peaceful sleep, their dreams filled with snowy hills, golden light, and the promise of many more adventures to come. Good night, young dreamers. May you always find the magic within yourselves and use it to bring light to the world.